This Three Beards Media podcast may contain mature themes, and if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Like the podcast. Nailed it!
What's up, everybody? We are on a new episode 9 of Like Father, Like Daughter. Fair's over, so I'm sure Caitlyn's super sad. We'll get to that. Caitlyn, how are you doing tonight?
Good. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird weekend. It's been a busy weekend.
Yeah.
I'll start off real quick here. I want to just shout out and give some condolences to the Myover family. Josh and Jordan's grandmother, Jan, passed away yesterday morning, and she was just about the nicest lady that I have ever met. And the only way I can describe her is just kind and generous and welcoming. It's very, very rare when families are divorced and split that the new family or part of the person that marries into that situation gets welcomed so much. But she treated me and you and Tyler always so kindly, and I mean, blew me away a couple of years ago when we didn't have some, just during the pandemics, and some things fell through for Thanksgiving. And Stacy and I were going to be at home for Thanksgiving. And she's like, you guys are more than welcome to come up. And so anyways, Jan, we love you. Everybody just please say a prayer for Josh and Jordan's grandmother. So
yeah, I was just going to tack onto that. When I think of a word to describe Jan, I think light. Like she always just was so bubbly and light when you came into a room. Yep. She was, complete stranger in the room, and she would just make you feel so loved and welcome and happy because her light, she was just happy and light and bubbly and vivacious. And I loved when she was around.
Yeah. So viewing is on Wednesday, funerals on Thursday. So, and the boys are handling it pretty well. But we just wanted to make sure that everybody knew how much we're going to miss Jan. So
for sure.
Okay. First segment, as always, this is a terrible transition, but the best thing that's happened to us since the last episode. So Caitlyn, what do you got for the best thing that's happened to you since the last episode?
Gosh, I've done so much since the last episode. I mean, I went to the fair. And
I said the best things that have happened to you since the
and we established that I like the fair and you don't. So
didn't go one time.
Actually,
made it all the way through.
Last Sunday, it was beautiful out, and Walker and I got to walk around the fair with some friends of his, and then some time by ourselves. We got a caricature done. Yeah. Because we get one done every year. So this was our second year getting one. And then we got some pictures taken at a fun little photo booth that has the year, like a 3-strip picture on a strip of photos. And it always has like the year and where we were when we did it. So sure. Yeah. And the state fair food contest and teen family this weekend. Yeah.
We've had a lot going on the last 2 weeks. We had last Sunday was the Miller family reunion, which we have not had in a long time. So shout out to my cousin Noni, who got that all started. And then my cousins Sandy and Robin did a lot of work with her. So we got to see a lot of her cousins and some of my my mom's aunts, or my aunts and uncles from my mom's side. Got to see grandma. made a decision for grandma. So for those of you that aren't aware, my mom has been living with my sister Dee in Makokata, and mom has kind of made the decision that she would like to come live closer. So we actually found her an assisted living facility in Des Moines, and barring any setbacks as far as health assessment or whatever, mom will be moving into her apartment, her assisted living apartment in
September, right?
September 8th. So it's the day before the Iowa State game. So
the Iowa State game.
Iowa State game. So I quickly explained that I will not be there the next day. So don't count on me to be around because I'll be in Ames. But so we've got that going on, and now school kind of went back. So Stacy's back to work, and then we had our annual state fair food contest. So, which for those of you guys that don't know, we always the first year that Caitlyn went back to school for college, was it that year or was it your sophomore year that we did it?
No, it was my freshman year. This was actually our 5th anniversary.
Yeah, because you had to.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. So you had to move into the dorms a week early, and weren't going to be able to go to the fair. So
I wasn't going to have my car to be able to come back home. And
yeah. So and we decided to just kind of have a farewell dinner, but in the views of, or in the phrase of, state fair foods. And then we decided to make it a contest. And I think the first year it was just you and me and mom and the boys and Tim and Sarah, I think.
Yeah.
And every year we've done it the last weekend of the fair. We have a state fair food contest. All of our friends come over, and they all bring different foods, and then we vote on what people had. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it up because I've got photos here that I want to bring up.
So we always so people bring in a dish. They don't have to. We encourage everyone to bring just a dish, and it can be something that they made up completely on their own, or it can be kind of like a recreation of a fair food. So in the past, people have done hot beef sundaes or funnel cakes, or I've done pickle dogs and cheese curds and stuff. And
so the first we have to give a shout out to Revelton because they were the official poolside bar and grill sponsor with their Revelton rye. And just as a quick note, I found an amazing recipe of their rye whiskey and some root beer, and it's fire. It's so good. That may be my new summer drink.
It's the barrel-aged root beer, matches
that's well right.
With barrel-aged rye whiskey.
Right?
I think Revelton sells root beer, right?
They do. I know. I sent Rob a message and I said, you should make this, put it on the menu. And if you don't call it the old man strength sarsaparilla, I'm really going to be upset. That's what I told him. So first entry was what I made, which were these Spam balls. It was Spam and cheddar cheese wrapped in hamburger, wrapped in bacon. And then I did make a Revelton honey whiskey spicy glaze with it. So that was really good.
That was really good.
And that was inside.
And that was the first thing I had eaten that day too, because we were out in the pool.
Yep.
And we had Tim made some nice, delicious
pina coladas. Yeah,
and we were hungry. The women in the pool were hungry, so we made him bring us out some.
I gotta tell you. So I'd go to the store, and Tim's wandering around the store like a lost puppy. Because Sarah made him go buy the stuff for it, and he could not find anything at the store. It was like, I was like, Tim, you worked in grocery for ever. You should know where everything's at in the store. He's like, I only know where the bread stuff is. And then Uncle Brett made sliders, and there's a photo
those were
of those.
Really good
Cheeseburger sliders. These were your deep fried bacon wrapped peanut butter cups.
They were
sorry,
so
Sarah.
With a
right. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Homemade peanut butter whipped cream and some bacon crumbles that were on top that were not featured in this picture. This picture is really not its best picture. I made some for Terrell and Tommy since they didn't go to the fair today.
Yeah.
And for Walker since he couldn't come yesterday, and they were like, "This is so good. This should have won."
They were good.
I had some tough competition.
I know. Aunt Shelley made peach cobbler and fried ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And then your friend Alyssa made a artichoke cheese and artichoke dip, which was really good.
Spin dip. Oh,
Spin
and then
dip.
you ate that?
Yeah.
It's green. You hate vegetables.
But there's no real true vegetables in there.
And you know what didn't get added into the tally? Sarah's pickle wraps.
Yeah, that's because pickles are the devil, and I don't like pickles. And
Sarah made this really delicious pickle wrap where it was an egg roll.
It was terrible.
The egg roll wrapper, and then she had like this cream cheese and cheddar cheese mixture that she put on the egg roll, and then wrapped the pickle in that, and then air fried them, and they were really good. I've actually
just FYI, just so you know, Tim had to cook them because she wouldn't get out of the pool.
Well, you know what? He was making up for the last 4 previous years where he didn't bring anything to enter in.
That's true. But we had a big crowd. It was fun, and Aunt Shelley.
We thought we were going to have a small crowd.
I know. Aunt Shelley. Well, I think everybody was like, it's 100 degrees outside. Let's not go anywhere and just go to Chris and Stacy's house, which was fine. Yeah, it was great.
Well, and Aunt Shelley won with her peach cobbler and fried ice cream. It was really good.
And
we got second, and then Uncle
Brett won third. So
yes, he did.
Yeah, the first year we did it, I made this lasagna pizza, which sounded great. It was like pizza but with lasagna on it, and it was not good.
You really didn't figure out your knack until last year. It took you 4 years to get it.
It took me 4 years because I was trying to come up with the most crazy combinations ever.
And I remember I think your peak was your third year with like your most crazy combinations. And don't get me wrong,
which was what? What was that?
It was what Jordan named kangaroo balls.
That's right.
It was
salsa mac and cheese fried.
But you had seen a recipe not for salsa mac and cheese, just for how to make smoked queso on the smoker.
That's right.
And then you mixed the noodles and made it mac and cheese, and then you made them into balls and you froze them, and then you breaded them and fried them. And they were really good, but there was a lot going on.
That was a lot of work.
I went real simple.
That's when I simplified.
I think that first year I did pickle wraps. I did deep fried pickle dogs and cheese curds, and those were a hit. I think the cheese curds ended up winning.
Yeah.
And then the second year I made the strawberry cheesecake egg rolls, and that won first place, I think, or second.
That was good.
And then the third year, I don't remember what I made. And then actually by mistake, I made the funny story. I came up with this idea. So you texted me Friday night and you're like, what are you making? And I'm like, it's a surprise.
Because you didn't know, did you?
I had no idea what I was making. So I'm sitting in bed, racking my brain. And I was like, ooh, I need something like salty and sweet. And what's something everybody loves? Reese's peanut butter cups. And what's salty and goes good with chocolate? Bacon. So I was like, this will be perfect. And then as I was prepping them Saturday morning, I'm like, man, I feel like I've made these, but I think I'm good. And then I came to the house and I said, guys, we might have a problem. I think I made these last year. And you and Mom both were like, no. And then like Sarah and Tim came and they're like, no, you didn't make those. And I mean, we had been at the party for 2 hours, and Melissa comes. She's like, you definitely made those last year. I was like, that's what I thought. But I had no idea until she said it. And
when we put them in the oil, I was thinking to myself, I vaguely remember doing this before.
Right. Oh, you know what my third year was? I remember. Was fried gummy bears.
Oh, yeah. You made something with homemade ranch, too, though, one year.
That was my first year. That's when I made the cheese curds.
Yeah.
So you could dip your pickle dogs in the homemade ranch, or you could dip your cheese curds in the homemade ranch.
I stuck with the cheese curds.
And you know what they had at the fair this year? They had dill pickled flavored cheese curds.
I saw that. First of all...
And Barntown has a new pickle beer.
That's been there all along. Their pickle beer's always been there.
No, that was new this summer. Their tickle pickle sour.
No, they've had that before.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? And they had the cotton candy one last summer. They just re-released it this summer. But
speaking of beer, it's a big week for Iowa State. So George
yeah,
Trice and the Trice
Legend
Legacy
just
Found
came out.
just launched the Legend beer, which I had some the other night, and then the Ames Lager for the NIL will get launched on Thursday.
Yay! So we're
and
drinking
then
exclusive.
the cold brew will be available. Coffee will be available on Friday morning. So
where in like
at
stores and stuff?
at the coffee shop on I think on Ingersoll, I think is where they said, or on Keno Way.
Do you know what it's called?
Yep, I can look. Keep talking and let me look here.
Yeah, because I drive that way I'm always looking for a good place for a cold brew. I love getting me the whole month of May. I treated myself to Starbucks cold brews in the morning. I told myself, this is your first year.
Oh yeah.
You got to get through this some way, and I spent a lot of money, but those cold brews were worth it. Every 30 ounces. That's my problem too. I get a venti light ice cold brew, so I get a cold brew that's this big, Dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get a cold brew that's this big. With nothing in it, just cold brew. Because I'm like, if I'm drinking this, I probably shouldn't be drinking their salted caramel cold brew with sweet cream foam on top. As delicious as it is, I probably shouldn't.
That's probably not a good idea.
So I have acquired the taste for black coffee, which I never thought the day would come for that.
I don't mind it. It's pretty good. It's just a matter of
if I have the option, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So the place is called Northern Vessel. Friday, August 25th, limited debut of the We Will Cold Brew and Store at the Northern Vessel, which is at 1201 Keo Way in Des Moines. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. All right, we're gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna get a message from Revelton. Be sure to go check out Revelton Distilling Company at down in Osceola, Iowa, for all your spirits needs. We'll take a listen from them, and then we're gonna come back, and Caitlyn and I are gonna have our top 5 reasons why summer ending sucks, and the top 5 reasons why summer ending rocks.
At Revelton Distilling Company, everyone has become a part of the Revelton family. From the Taylors and their daughter who helped perfect their award-winning gins, to the team who installed Lucy, our 33-foot-tall custom-made still, right down to the local farms that provide our coveted corn, and even the cows on those farms who consume our mash byproduct. Want to see the farm to flask come to life? Now you can tour Lucy and find out where we take Iowa's harvest and transform it into our finest spirits. Choose between a 45-minute tour or find out even more by scheduling a VIP behind-the-scenes tour to get the taste of the full Revelton experience. You can visit them at 1400 West Clay Street in Osceola, Iowa, or find all of Revelton's award-winning spirits at any local grocery or spirits retailer.
Boom. All right. So, again, check those guys out. A lot of happenings going on down there. Okay, Caitlyn, we decided we're going to kind of continue this top 5 little game show thing that we got going on here. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wait, I forgot.
And you played it again. Wow, we're so.
It's on a loop. I gotta stop that. Okay, so we are doing the top 5 reasons why summer ending sucks. Number 5 for you, Caitlyn.
Sleeping in.
Oh, yeah. You do like a good sleep in.
I do. And even like on the weekends, I get a good sleep in because we always, I feel like, have a lot going on in the fall. So like my weekends are so packed in the fall with things like football and then different family things and then birthdays. Like all of our birthdays are in the fall.
Yeah.
All of ours.
You know, it's funny because sidetrack, August, when I was married to your mom, August was always the worst month ever because she would go to the fair every day. So there was money for that. It was our anniversary. So we always spent money on our anniversary. back to school shopping. So we had to do back to school shopping. Tyler's birthday was the 1st of September, so we had to buy stuff for that. It was like, you have got to be kidding me, man. August is like the worst month ever. So number 5 for me is less time with convertible top down in the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that when I had my convertible. So for those who don't know, I had my first car I got for $2,500. And it was a 1999 Chrysler Sebring convertible painted Corvette yellow.
It was sweet.
It was a sweet car, and I loved being able to use it in the summer. It was always my goal, like top down one time every month. And I think one year it happened because we would have those freakish 60-degree weather days. And I'd be like, top down today. Or it's 60 degrees, but still a little chilly. I got my sweatshirt on, though.
We will. This showed up on my time hop the other day.
I think it's been it's the anniversary.
Bubba was taking
7 years?
Bubba was taking it for a joyride.
Yes.
So.
Oh man.
Okay. Number 4 for you.
Number 4. Of why it sucks that summer's ending.
Yep.
Losing freedom. I thought about this earlier. So yeah, like losing just a little bit of my just like freedom throughout the day to kind of do what I want, because my job doesn't require me to work the summer months. So I kind of have a little bit of freedom to pick up different ways to make money here and there, or just like what to do with my day. So
makes sense. Yeah, that's a good one. Not bad. Okay. Mine would be eating dinner when Stacy and I would go out to dinner and be able to sit on a patio and enjoy the outdoors. That's patio restaurants are going to go away. So, and then she quickly pointed out that we didn't really do that a lot this year. So,
yeah,
but, that's the one for me. Is I kind of like sitting out on a patio. Well, I think I look more fondly of it when it's, a shit ton of snow and I'm sitting here going, God, I'd do anything to be able to sit out on a patio and have a drink.
But it's not even like a patio at a restaurant. I mean, like you guys use the back deck.
Yeah.
Quite a bit too. So like getting to enjoy the backyard that you guys worked so hard to create this beautiful oasis. Although you only get to enjoy it a few months out of the year.
I use it more in the fall because it's crisp and then we can turn the fire pit on and stuff like that. So I use it a little bit more in the fall than I do the summer. But
yeah.
All right, your turn. Number 3.
Right. Number 3, summer ending. I just had it. It was, let me look at my phone. I have it written down. Oh, mine was something similar. So I really enjoy sitting out on the back deck with Walker when I'm hanging out with him at his place or with his parents or whatever, and just getting to sit out there. And they got like a new fire table, kind of like you have on the back patio, and just getting to sit out there and talk and stay up late.
Yeah.
And just
because we're
not really have an agenda.
We're running up near your bedtime already, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mine would be summer movie blockbusters. The summer is always the best time for the best movies.
Ooh, Barbenheimer.
And it's I have not seen either. Not that I don't want to.
I've seen both.
I know you're dying for me to go see Oppenheimer. So you know what? That should be on my bucket list, and then we can talk about it on the next episode. So we can review Oppenheimer. But that's mine. And that's only going back, I think, more because when I was a kid, like that was the big summer movies were always huge. But I got to see the new Indiana Jones movie this summer. And I got to go. I went and saw Meg 2 with the boys, or Meg 2.
Oh yeah, Meg 2. I want to see that. I saw the first one. It's pretty good.
The second one was pretty good. I was surprised. So
number 2 is kind of trailing off my last one, staying up late.
Oh yeah.
Like not having a bedtime, not having like a strict bedtime. Because you feel like well, and here's the thing, when I was waking up early and I stayed up a little bit later, it was like I don't know. I guess you don't like feel as tired. Let's say you get 6 hours of sleep on a Friday night, but you're like, it's Saturday. Like, I want to do my things. It's Saturday.
Right.
Whereas like you get 6 hours to sleep on a Sunday night and you're like, God, I don't want to work. Like you have so much energy during that Saturday with those 6 hours.
Right.
But when you're working, you feel even more tired. So I think just like being able to stay up later and not feel the repercussions in the morning.
That's fair. Number 2 for me is closing our pool.
Mm-hmm.
So and it'll probably start happening here pretty soon because again, this week's going to be ungodly hot. So we will definitely have a huge hot week. But
once football season starts,
that's what happens. So football season starts. The first 2 games are away, so we won't. We hardly ever swim during the week because mom's working. She's tired. By the time we make dinner, the sun goes down. It's a little cooler. The weekends we're going to be super busy. So I'd be shocked if after this week if we're in the pool very often. So
yeah,
once school starts and things like that, that's kind of when that is. Denny wants to know if we've ever seen a meg tooth. No,
I know. Mm-mm.
Nope, have not. I hear they're pretty cool though. All right, number 1 reason why summer ending sucks, Caitlin.
This one's easy. The sun going down faster. Less sunlight. My seasonal depression is about to get really worse. I think I should probably start taking some vitamin D supplements. I love the sunshine and the daylight. And I mean, a month ago, I could sit in my living room at 8:30 doing this podcast and it would still be light out of this door that's right here. So I know it's
getting dark right now. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's my favorite part about summer is sun till 8:30, 9 o'clock some nights.
Mine is
what I'm gonna miss.
That I hate winter and I hate snow. I absolutely hate. Let me just be crystal clear here. I hate the fucking winter. I hate the snow. I hate that fake made up bullshit they called wind chill. It's all made up. It's all fake science. And I'm a big science guy. Like I was all about wearing a mask or whatever, but that wind chill, that's made up shit.
Okay, well, so meteorologist goes to school.
Because if it feels like it's -2, it's -2.
No.
So yes.
No.
Yes. I don't want to hear
because there's a base temperature. There's a base temperature. And a base like a thermometer can't accurately tell you what the temperature is.
You know what can't accurately tell the temperature? My ass. That's what can accurately tell
the meteorologist on Channel 13. Who is it? Jerry Ann Ritter?
Yeah, Jerry Ann Ritter.
And
she's
Ed Wilson.
Making it up. Yeah,
and Ed Wilson.
Ed Wilson's making it up. Wind chill's made up. And you know what? If I ever get Ed Wilson on the podcast, I will tell him to his face.
You know what? You get Jerry Ann Ritter or Ed Wilson on the podcast, and I'm sure they would gladly educate us about wind chill.
I'm sure they will. I'm just saying, man, I can't do it anymore. I'm shivering. I can't the drive in it, and it's just I can't do it anymore.
Oh my goodness!
Now, top 5 reasons why summer ending rocks.
Okay.
You want me to go first this time?
Yeah, I want you to go first this time.
Pumpkin spice, baby. Love me some pumpkin spice, like coffee, and some pumpkin spice, like ice cream.
Oh my goodness!
And mom pulls out the pumpkin spice candles. Hell yeah!
Oh my gosh! I think pumpkin spice is good, but it's so overrated.
I swear to God, if you do some pumpkin spice slander, I'm going to be so pissed.
It's overrated. It is. It's good. Pumpkin smells good, but pumpkin spice, let's be real. Let's be real here for a minute. The smell of pumpkin
Denny's
pie.
on board with you. He can't stand pumpkin spice either.
The smell of pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice has been a thing since people were eating pumpkin pies. But why in a random Tumblr and Pinterest era, 2014, did it get so popular? Like, it's so overrated. It's so overrated. I would rather have a hot apple cider than a pumpkin spice latte.
That's just dumb.
It's
dumb.
Okay.
Okay, you're number 5.
My number 5 is it's getting close to birthday season.
Oh my gosh. So what? Who, Tyler's?
No, mine. Summer ending. It's birthday season. It's Shipley birthday season, okay?
It is. You're right. Shipley.
We got Shipley my over birthday season.
That's right. So you're Tyler's first, and then Mom, and then you.
And then me.
And then the
which
boys.
I have to remind Jordan and Joshua every time we get to Mom's birthday when they start talking about their birthday. I'm like, hey, pause. Mine's in between.
I know. And then mine wraps it up, and then it's Christmas. It's a whole fall of plethora of presents.
Right.
Except for anybody over 20, which all of us are now. Nobody gets a present. You're all adults now.
Are you kidding me? Mom gets us presents all the time.
Because
Mom likes us better.
You guys are in for a rude awakening. All right.
Man, I hope it's cereal.
Number 4. And
you're number 4.
Yes, and I may have to turn in my man card.
Okay.
Although the pumpkin spice deal might have already done it.
Yeah.
We decorate the house for fall, so I get to put all the fall stuff up.
You eat that shit up.
I love it. It's so great. We go to Hobby Lobby.
The turkey blowout.
we get hot. No. We skip through Halloween because Halloween sucks.
You get the turkey blow up for the
Right.
month of November.
Yes,
you don't skip Halloween. Mom does Halloween.
I want to because I would prefer that we decorate the house in fall stuff, no Halloween, and then transition right into Thanksgiving stuff.
But that's what Mom does. She puts fall stuff out, and then she adds in sprinkles of Halloween.
I know,
and then
I don't
she
like
takes
that.
the Halloween sprinkles down and puts the Thanksgiving. No, the
but
Halloween stuff is cute. Okay,
no,
well,
it's not. I don't like Halloween.
Okay, well, you're wrong. Because my number 3.
I'm not wrong.
Because my number 3 is Halloween.
Well, first of all, we're on 4, goofball. So
no,
you didn't do 4. I just did 4. I went first.
Okay, well then my number 4 is
Hold
Halloween.
on. Dad was right. I was wrong.
Why would I say that?
All right, fine. What was your number 4?
Number 4 is Halloween.
Okay, that's stupid.
I love Halloween. Why? It's so fun. Oh, come on. How much I like Halloween because we get to dress up and be silly.
Nope, I hate dressing up.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that when you put on a wig and skirt and mascara last year.
Well, I mean, if I have to do it, I'm going to go all out so I can win the contest. But I do not like dressing up. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that.
You're more competitive than you. You're like, my competitiveness takes over my disdain for Halloween.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Like this right here.
Are you showing the picture?
I am showing it. That's right.
It's a good picture.
God, that is bad. The two people that are watching right now are like their eyes are being burnt out with bleach.
Don't show Kim Reynolds.
So bad. That's right. Okay.
Anyway.
Yes. Anyways.
All right.
And my number 3.
Yes.
Hoodies. I get to wear my hoodies and my cargo shorts all at the same time.
Oh man.
Hoodies, cargo shirt, and a stocking cap.
And you know what? I can think of an exact outfit where I've seen you wear that. Like, do you remember you had a gray Iowa State sweatshirt that just had the I and the state, and then it had like this red shoulder pad look, and then you would wear your khaki cargo shorts.
Shoulder pads. I didn't wear.
Well, they look like they were like the design on the outside. It was like the sleeves were all gray, but it kind of had like they weren't actual shoulder pads, but they were like red right here on the shoulder and the arm.
Yes. So there you go. Hoodies. I got to pull the hoodies out and still wear my cargo shorts. So.
All right. My number 3 is bonfires.
How often do you go to a bonfire?
But I mean, okay, I guess fires in general. It's like just doing like going and sitting outside around a fire and talking,
Yeah.
having drinks, and it's crisp in the air, so you can wear a sweatshirt or have a blanket on.
Okay, so I will reiterate. I will go back and say the only thing that I like about Halloween was when we moved to this town and I found out that everybody had a fire pit and they would sit out in their driveway with their fire pit going, drink beer, and hand out candy. And I thought to myself, this is legit, because nothing says Halloween like an open flame, some drunk people in flammable costumes on little kids.
And candy.
Right. Okay. What number are we on? Number 2?
You're on number 2. Yep.
Chili and soup season, baby.
Okay, wait, because you're going to love my number 2. Crock-pot season.
That's right. We are just a couple fat kids at heart.
Yeah, but you could be healthy with a crock pot.
You can, but I'm just saying, Wednesdays when Mom and I would have to teach prep and you guys had prep, Wednesdays was always crock pot day.
Oh, I love
I would just put stuff in a crock pot and then we could just eat and then go to church.
I loved crock pot days, and I should use my crock pot more because that would make my life so much easier if I just made things in the morning.
Okay.
And then it was by the time we were in high school, we were having crock pot meals at least 3 times a week.
We were.
Because it was so easy.
They were so easy. Best crock pot meal.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, I know what it is. It's Mom's Italian beef sandwiches.
Okay, so explain that so people know what that is.
Yeah, so she takes a chuck roast and puts it in a crock pot and then fills it up so it's kind of half covered with water. Yep. And then she adds a dry seasoning of the Italian seasoning, like the Italian dressing seasoning.
Yes.
Yep. And then she puts a little bit, or I do this, I don't know if she does this, puts a little bit of the pepperoncini juice in. Yeah. And then you let that cook. And then later on, you add in the pepperoncinis. And then when they get soft, you pull it all apart and you open a hoagie bun, put the meat in there, some pepperoncinis, put like Swiss or provolone on top and broil them.
Yep.
And then you take the juice from the crock pot, put it in a little bowl, and you got your au jus. Oh my goodness, it is so freaking good.
Okay, so
10 out of 10.
Best crock pot meal. Buffalo chicken chili. You like that?
It's good. It's just not the best.
It like is
when
the
I
best.
When I think.
Okay, hold on. Can I tell everybody
pots.
What's in it? So you ground up some chicken. You put it in there with chicken broth, cream cheese, because it's not a crock pot meal without cream cheese.
Without cream cheese.
1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, a can of white choux corn, and then a little bit of buffalo sauce, and then you put that in the crock pot. Oh, and cilantro, and a little bit of cilantro,
and some type of beans, right?
I'm sorry, white kidney beans too. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and then you just let that go on low, and then you mix it all together. It's so good. Oh God, it's so.
It is good, and then you put a little bit of sour cream and cheese on top, like you would like regular chili. It is pretty good. I was just surprised that was your favorite crock pot meal.
That's my favorite off top.
Because when I think, I'm like, man, there's crock pot meals are just good. Like one year when I was in college, when I was a sophomore, and I was cooking for myself, I was cooking for one a lot, obviously,
right.
And I didn't have anything to make. I didn't have barbecue sauce, but I was like, I have frozen chicken breasts and I have all these ingredients that are close to barbecue sauce. Maybe I can make barbecue pulled chicken. And I'm telling you, Dad, I threw in a little bit of ketchup. I threw in some brown sugar. I threw in some Worcestershire sauce. I threw in some steak sauce, and I added more brown sugar, and I let it cook. And I was like, you know what? And then like onion powder and onion flakes and garlic powder and salt and pepper. And I was like, you know what?
Loaded it up with a bunch of sodium.
I said, I don't have barbecue sauce, but I need something, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of sodium. I mean, it's not like I was just dumping piles in. And that was back when I was buying low sodium everything.
Fair.
But I remember making it and being like, man, that's probably going to be the grossest thing. And I loved it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is almost better than barbecue. And I didn't write anything down. And that's what I mean. Like a crock pot meal. I just have never had a bad crock pot meal.
No, that's fair. I mean,
so when I think of like, what's your best crock pot meal? It's so hard because they're all so freaking good. Or when we make chicken bacon ranch in the crock pot over mashed potatoes, which is what? Chicken, cream of chicken soup, ranch seasoning packet,
and ranch seasoning packet. Yep. Oh, ranch seasoning packet goes in the
buffalo chicken chili, really.
Too. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you put that chicken bacon ranch gravy over your mashed potatoes.
Oh, or some egg noodles or whatever. So
yes. Okay, top number 1. Right.
Football season and tailgates.
That's mine too.
I mean, it's an easy answer. So I was reading the list, and Stacey was like, I was getting a little worried that football season and tailgate wasn't on there.
So I have to show everybody
Smokies. That sounds good, Danny.
Ooh, yeah. I have to tell everybody what I got for tailgating. Okay.
Yes.
If you can hear,
it's a fan. It goes around,
and it has 3 settings.
You probably, I don't know, but 2 years ago at the Iowa State game, it was 100 degrees. It probably could.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I am not having another one of those days.
That's right.
I'm staying cool.
All right, we got to take a quick break. Listen to our sponsor, Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage, and then when we come back, we're going to finish up and talk about what we're streaming right now and what we recommend everybody stream, and then we'll get out of here. It's going to be a short night tonight. So, Kyle, what do you got going on for us?
Are you in the market for a new house and unsure of the mortgage process? Want to know that you have someone looking out for you? Kyle Lehman from Wintrust Mortgage is a down-to-earth, knowledgeable lender who can be there for you in your corner. He can work with you in any of the 50 states and is just what you need to expand your home search. Kyle will work with you through the entire process with little to no work from you. Take the worry of the mortgage process out of the equation so that you can focus on looking for your dream home. Contact Kyle at www.wintrust.com/Kyle-Lehman or call him at 515-473-0546.
Okay, and we're back. Denny wants to know if that fan works because he just ordered one.
Yes, I love this thing. It's amazing. I actually bought it while I was at the fair today. And it, as hot as it was today, it was just nice to be able to have this, especially in places where I was like, there's no breeze whatsoever. And it is just hot and sticky. So it was nice to always just kind of have a breeze. It cools. It goes like this, like up your face. It's so nice. So nice.
All right. What are you streaming right now, Caitlin?
Right now, I started watching The Good Doctor. It's about so I preface this by saying I really like Grey's Anatomy, where I've rewatched it at least 10 times now, all 20 seasons, because I just love that medical drama aspect. And I tried to get into ER and I couldn't really. And then I've heard good things about The Good Doctor, which is about a man who is on the spectrum. He has autism. And he's like kind of like this savant. Like he's like a genius. So he like becomes an intern and a resident at this hospital and just their cases. And it's really interesting. It's pretty good. So
mine would be, so I'll preface it by saying I had seen a couple people talking about it. It's on Netflix. And I was like, oh, and I'd seen it kind of show up on the suggested whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I want to see this. And it was all about lawyers. And I just finished season 2 of The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, which is super good. You would like that. It's called Suits. So,
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So Suits is on the run from a drug deal gone bad. Brilliant college dropout Mike Ross finds himself working with Harvey Specter, one of New York City's best lawyers. And it's really good. It's really funny. And I'm watching it and I'm like, there's this chick in this movie. Who is she? She looks so familiar. It's Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, how old is this show? And I go back and look, it was on from 2011 to 2019.
Yeah, it was real. And that's why it was such a big controversy when Prince Harry married her.
Yeah.
Because she was this actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's funny. It's got a lot of different things going on. It's funny. It's serious. It's kind of thought-provoking. It's really good. So there's I think 7 seasons. I'm in season 1, episode 6. So I'm just early on, but it's super good. So I definitely recommend it. So we will be back in 2 weeks. By then we will have seen Melissa chimes in. Matt and I were Suits Originals. All the good shows were on at that time. White Collar, Monk, and Psych. Have not seen White Collar, have not seen Psych, didn't want to see Psych, and Monk was overrated. Sorry, Melissa. Hate to bring it to you.
First of all, you know what I really want to watch?
Hold on. Tony Shalhoub from Monk was even better on Wings. We can get into that whole discussion too, because Wings was way better.
I really want to watch the Depp versus Heard trial. That's on Netflix.
No way. No, sorry. Is it them actually at the trial, or is it them like actors playing them?
No, I think it's like a documentary. It's a docu-series about the Heard Depp trial.
Pardon me if I don't care that 2 billionaires are fighting over scraps of money. I have zero desire to watch that. Which is why I like to watch football, because those are just millionaires scrapping over money. That's
right, yeah.
So yeah, we will be into football season. Our first game will be under the belt, so maybe we can talk about how the tailgate went, how that stuff happened. Maybe we'll talk about the best tailgate foods or something like that. So, but we will be back in 2 weeks. We've got a busy schedule this week. Side of the Storm is back on the schedule. They go every Monday night now with Brent Curvey, Marcus Pfizer, and George Trice. They'll be live on Facebook and YouTube. Tuesday night is now going to be False Starts with me and Bill. Old Man Strength will go sometime this week. Hawk's Eye View has an episode this week, live on Thursday. Hot Mess Happy Hour just released a new episode audio this morning, so I'm about halfway through that. So we are pumping stuff out, and we have a new pod to announce. All Don't Lie with Teddy Holly and Justin Smool, just in time for football season. They will do some handy and sports discussion. Side of the Storm is Monday nights at 8:00 every Monday night now, Denny. So live on Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. And then next week we launch our big NIL deal. We are going to raise money for the We Will Collective and earmark specifically for women's athletics and for the Join the Club, the iClub section for the Iowa Hawkeyes. They will have an endeavor as well that we're going to give money to, that will funnel money specifically to women's sports. So it's something near and dear to us. And so we are going to launch that next week. So watch our social medias. It's going to be pretty cool. So, all right, Caitlin, you got anything else?
No. Happy end of your weekend and have a great week, everyone.
Everybody back to school. Shout out to the teachers like my wife and Caitlin. That's going to have a great year, and Melissa. So everybody have a great day. Have a great week, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Are you in the market for a new house in
Son of a bitch, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Here we go. This is it.